Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk a little bit about bad people. And bad people, let's start with the young ones. Bad young people aren't necessarily bad. A lot of times they're just misguided. That's why when they start doing bad behavior, they need to be corrected. As you correct them, they learn what personal responsibility is. Now, you will see, and one reason why I'm saying that, I think I was bad when I was a bad kid. At least that's what I was told, and at the time. And but like I say, I was able to learn. I'm just taking for granted they didn't use the proper guidance skills. And I've made videos talking about that to get me corrected. And then once I started getting on the right trail and I could stay focused, it was much easier. So when it comes to bad people, when they're young, you just need to find out the proper way to get them on the right path. Now, as they get older, what they'll do, they're on a bad path. So what they do is they learn how to be bad better. And in other words, they learn to control their bad behavior. It doesn't mean that they don't get involved in bad behavior. They just learn their limits. Some people will put up with their bad behavior and some won't. And that's what they're learning. They're still bad, they're just learning how to control their bad even better. And as they get older, even yet, they get better on controlling that bad behavior. So what you look for is, and you got to keep it in mind, their ages. I made a video talking about the stages in life. And so you look and see when they're in these stages how they're going to develop. That's why when they start getting involved with gangs and stuff like that, they're learning bad things, bad behavior. And then as they get older, they learn how to control that bad behavior in the way of getting the best out of it. In other words, they learn how to steal from you better. They learn how to manipulate better. They learn how to lie better. They learn how to do all kinds of bad things better. So you look at their age, and when you find someone older that every once in a while you catch them doing bad things, it's just they're good. That's why you only catch them every once in a while. So now I don't know if you get so old you finally mellow out and you finally stop being bad. I don't know about that. But what my experience has been, bad people don't seem to shake it. A lot of times I tell myself, here, give them another chance. And that's all I give them, is one chance. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe they misunderstood. But that one chance, they screw that up, that's it. And once you learn, and if it's a young kid, they start learning this, and then they know they don't even do that one time. They don't want to do it. And then that's when they start developing and becoming a better person. So that's what you look for in people. Now, I might change that. I want to say men. probably in men, it's a better thing to look for. Now my wife she was always good. I don't remember her ever being bad, and I was kind of bad when I got mixed up with her. She kind of she figured out how to manipulate me to the good, and so that's what you need to figure out. You watch these people, you learn. You don't do it the same way each time. I don't want you to get the idea you think I smack somebody when they do something wrong and stuff like that, because I don't. It depends a lot on what happens. I don't remember if I told you this story. Behind one of my restaurants one time, I threw all the boxes out there, and then in this big round pen that we burn them in, and I looked out there, and these kids were out there throwing these boxes. They were jumping inside the pen there and throwing all these, spreading them out all over. And they were little kids, probably 12 years old maybe. And I went out there and I told them, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all picking up these boxes. The wind must have blew them out of the pen. And I told them, just wait here, let me get you a Coke. And so then I went back in the restaurant, and by the time I come back out, they had all those boxes all picked up. And so I gave them a Coke. And I told them how nice they were, and I appreciated it. Okay, it's not that I was dumb, I didn't see, and all this kind of stuff. I was experimenting with another way of correcting, because you use different techniques. And these kids, I didn't know them from any place, so... now I don't know what happened, but that would have been a better experience for them to learn than if I was to chase them down and spank them or whatever, So I was hoping anyway. I don't know. I've never seen them again since. But then again, I did catch somebody stealing, and I corrected him in a manly fashion. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. And he was like 16 years old, and now he's a police chief. So there's different ways in correcting bad behavior. And no matter what, they have to understand, if they're the young ones, they have to understand they're the ones that caused this. Don't let them come up with this, well, it's just the way it happened, this made me, or I did this, no, they have to learn to take that responsibility for themselves. So, but like I say, a lot of times as they get older, you really got to watch out, and they really have a lack of understanding good and bad, moral and immoral, and so you really have to be thinking this out. And if you're married to someone like that, you should see improvement. If you don't see improvement, it's going to take its toll on you. You are going to decline. Your morals, your vision of right and wrong will decline if you don't see it and act appropriate with your spouse. So this is something you need to think on. Bad people are bad. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.